Okay, so what can you drink on the Lean Jeans nutrition program? Well, obviously water is free range, and if you get a little bit bored with water, you can kind of spruce it up with little slices of fruit or berries, some sort of fruit, like citrus fruits, little slices of lemon, lime, oranges, grapefruit, just to give it a little zest. And you can also put slices of cucumber there, or rosemary, some other herbs to give it a non-boring taste. You could also do herbal teas, black teas, oolong tea, white tea, any kind of tea that you want, as long as it is plain. And if you must sweeten it with something, you can put a little bit of stevia in there. We want to completely avoid artificial ingredients, including artificial sugar. So no Splenda, no Equal, no Sweet and Low, none of the pink, yellow, or blue packets at all. And as far as the calorie-containing beverages, the exceptions would be milk and unsweetened almond or coconut milks. Protein drinks and protein smoothies are good, but we really want to avoid the drinks with the added sweeteners and concentrated sweetened drinks. So for example, juice, 100% juices don't have any added sugar. It's the natural sugar from the juice. However, it's a really concentrated source of sugar, and there's no fiber in there to slow down the absorption of the sugar into the blood. And so it's, 2-3 servings of carbohydrates in an 8-ounce glass of juice. So juices are off limits. If you want to make yourself some sort of green smoothie or green juice, then use almost all vegetables. You can add maybe a serving of fruits in there, but don't throw away the pulp, because the pulp includes the fiber, which helps slow down the absorption of all the carbohydrates into your bloodstream and keeps your energy levels stable. So if you're juicing, don't get rid of the fiber component of the fruits and vegetables. So basically, at Starbucks, you could get a plain coffee or a plain tea. A latte would be okay because there's milk in that. So that would be okay. Not as a regular thing, though. So if maybe, once a week or something like that, because unless you're pairing it, remember, with your produce and your protein, it really doesn't fit in there too much as a snack, because it just has maybe a few grams of protein as the milk. But that's what I have to say about the lattes. But anything else there, and that was just a plain latte or a plain cappuccino. So anything that is chai flavored or vanilla flavored has tons of concentrated sweeteners in there. So all those coffee drinks are pretty much off limits. That would count as a non-compliant meal. That would be a splurge on your compliance log. And let's see what else. You can kind of spruce up your tea at home. You can put maybe a little splash of the red tart cherry juice in your oolong tea. That was a recommendation from Rita. Hi, Rita. So there are things that you can do that could, add maybe 5 calories to something. A little note on sweetening your coffee and your tea. If you love your coffee and your tea, but you just won't try no sweeteners, then up to 1 teaspoon is okay. A teaspoon is 4 grams. So you can put a quarter of a teaspoon, a half a teaspoon, a little bit of a drizzle of honey in your tea if you need a little bit. Or use stevia in your tea or your coffee. Stevia comes in a few different forms, and it's a no-calorie sweetener, and it comes from a natural herb, so it's not artificial. So stevia, last Skinny Jeans, became a staple for a lot of people because it was a non-calorie way of sweetening things. As far as like using milk or cream in your coffee, a little splash might be okay. It's best if you just do it black. That's our recommendation, to just do it plain. But if you want to use a little bit of organic 2% milk or half and half, measure it out. Know how much you're putting in there. Put just 1 or 2 teaspoons in and keep it to that, because that's about 10 calories or so. You don't want to have a lot of calories in your beverages.